guys, and welcome to Africa Easy. As you can see, it's COVID time. Everybody's supposed to wear a mask. Today is Ghana's Independence Day. Ghana is 64 years old. 64. Many congratulations to Ghana. Happy returns. We're going to take a trip to Independence Square just to see if anything's happening there. I doubt if anything's happened there due to the COVID. So this is a vlog to Ghana's Independence Square. I will talk a little bit about how Ghana got to this Independence Day, or how it gets to celebrate this Independence Day today. Enjoy the ride. See ya. Began as far back as 1821 when the British government took control of the British trading ports along the then Gold Coast. Of course, the British government took control from the Dutch. That will be a story for another day. It is surmised that in 1844 the Fanti chiefs, of course, they are mostly kings, but because of being under the protectorate of the British government, they refer to them as chiefs. On the Gold Coast, the Fanti chiefs in 1844 on the Gold Coast are said to have signed an agreement in order to control the coastal area. So as far back as 1902, finally the British, with the help of Africans from sometimes the Caribbean, from other parts of Africa, and some of our Indian cousins, they helped defeat apparently the Asantes, because the Asantes were constantly waging wars with the Fantis. The Fantis ruled were normally along the coastal lines or the coastal regions, but it so happens that the British government, because it considered itself, or the Fantis under the protectorate of the British government, any conflict between the two, the British government or the British authorities always stuck their nose in it. As you can see, the roads are quite fun. It's all part of the travels here. There is a perception that the British came to the shores of the Gold Coast then, or modern day Ghana, and everybody just rolled over and allowed them to take control. There appears to be a lot of wars fought with the Asantes before the British were finally able to subdue or overpower them. I hope you're enjoying the sights. It's pretty nice. There were about, I believe, 6 wars which the Asantes, the Anglo-Ashanti wars, but normally it's registered as, I think, 5 wars. But let's just go through them one by one. There was the first one which occurred on the 21st of January 1824. It's called the Battle of Nsamanko. On this battle, the Asantes obliterated the British. And their allies, including the Fantis and a sect of Fantis called the Dangerous. Later that year, apparently, there was the Battle of Efutu, which took place in 1824. Now, this was an interesting war because the war is supposed to have ended, or is said to have ended 4 years later in 1828 with an Ashanti victory. The interesting thing with respect to this war with the Asantes is that the British, with their allies, quickly retreated and went back to Sierra Leone. Now, it is said a lot of illnesses or diseases, could be malaria, so the mosquito could have played a vital role in pushing the British further back, unable to battle for that war. So even though the war ended in 1828, they all retreated and ran back to Sierra Leone. The war officially ended in 1831, apparently with some sort of a quid pro quo agreement that there was a river called River Pra, or the Pra River, where it was regarded as the border between British-controlled Fanti land and the Asantes. So of course the Asantes were not supposed to cross that river, but it didn't take long. The third time of the Anglo-Ashanti War, which was between 1863 and 1864, where it is said the Asantes crossed the River Pra, looking for a fugitive, a traitor, a treasonist by the name of Kwesi Gianna. The funny thing is, apparently no one claimed victory. Which is rather strange. But that's what happened. There was also another war between 1873 and 1874, where an arrogant British general by the name of Garnet Wolseley, with his determination to cull the Asante Kingdom and its people, which created the Battle of Amanfo. This was on the 31st of January 1837. This is how the Ashanti capital, Kumasi, was invaded and occupied. The war is said to have ended in July 1874 due to the signing of a treaty by the name of Treaty of Flomena. The British generals burnt or set alight the city as they left that evening. They burnt the whole city to the ground. Another war also occurred between 1894 and 1896, 10 years after the Berlin Conference. The Berlin Conference, we'll probably do another story on that, but the Berlin Conference carved Africa up into various sectors. That is how you have Africa in various artificial borders, which has separated Africans ever since. It is surmised that the British felt threatened by the French and German forces. They felt the French and Germans were likely going to be able to, or going to sort of collude with the Asantes in order to kick them out. So the British trumped up some excuse, or trumped up charges, by claiming the emperor, or the Asante Kingdom, the emperor by the name of Ajiman Prempe, owed them 50 ounces of gold. false pretext. That is what they used in order to re-flatten or invade the Asantes again. This so-called Colonel, there was also a so-called Colonel Francis Scott, who departed, of course, the Fanti territory of Cape Coast with his British and Indian troops in December 1895, arriving in Kumasi in January 1896. There was another major by the name of Robert Baden-Powell, who is also said to have led an army of African allies. So that's something we very rarely talk about, but a lot of the invasions were done with various troops from other parts of the world. And India seems to be one of the countries where the troops were also came from, as well as Africans from other parts of the world, African diaspora who were under British, so-called British protectorate. Now, it is said Major Robert Baden-Powell was opposed to Asante rule. Therefore, he felt it right to invade and depose the then Ashanti emperor or the king. I believe they are referred to as Asante Ajuman Prempe. As you would have witnessed these sorts of acts or this sort of template being used in modern day or this 20th century. Not far long ago, something similar was used in Iraq, where they came around with trumped up charges about Iraq having weapons of mass destruction. You had Libya, then you had Venezuela, regime change, Haiti, Nicaragua, and other African countries. Who gives them the right? The Asante Emperor and his officials were abducted and shipped off to the Seychelles Islands. But of course, when you read various books, it says they were arrested. Arrested for what? For trumped up charges. You decide. That war ended in 1896. The last war we are fully aware of is referred to as the Golden Stool, War of the Golden Stool, which is said to have taken place between March 1900 to September 1900. This began with the British representative sitting on the stool. The British representative was called Frederick Mitchell Hodgson. This news went to the Queen Mother of the Emperor, Ajuman Prempe. Now, the Golden Stool is said to be one of the so-called deities, similar to maybe what Christians would consider the cross or the Bible, as very sacred. They found it very disrespectful what he did by sitting on it. This enraged the Queen. This enabled the Ya Asantewaa and her troops to go to war. They were eventually crushed, and Ya Asantewaa was sent to the Seychelles. 57 years later, Ghana became independent on 6th of March 1957. Let's head to the Independence Square and see if anything happened there today due to COVID. See you then.
Why you wanna run away? Why you gotta be afraid? I wish I could make you stay, 'cause baby I love you. Why you tryna break us up when I'm tryna build it up? I wish I could make you stop, 'cause baby I love you. Guess I'm gonna dance alone tonight. I'm gonna miss your body. You know I can never get it right without you. No, I don't wanna step into the light if I don't get you, shawty. You bring out the sweetness of my life. show me that you're the one. I move to the left while you move to the right. Why you tryna fight? Just come on and give me that, give me that, give me that good, good loving. Give me that, give me that, give me that, give me that. Give me that, give me that, give me that, give me that. Give me that, give me that, give me that, give me that. Give me that, give me that, give me that, give me that good, good loving. First you wanna come around, then you say you're leaving town. Everything is upside down. Oh baby, I love you, yeah. Why you gonna leave when I need you the most? Wherever you go, I'll be there, you know. Don't be a stranger, don't be a ghost. Cause baby, I love you, yeah. Guess I'm gonna dance alone tonight. I'm gonna miss your body. You know I can never get it right without you, no. I don't wanna step into the light if I don't get you, shawty. You bring out the sweetness of my life, oh yeah. Come on and give me that, give me that, give me that good, good loving. Come on and show me that, show me that, show me that you're the one. I move to the left while you move to the right. While you try to fight, just come on and give me that, give me that, give me that good, good loving. Give me that, give me that, give me that, give me that. Give me that, give me that, give me that, give me that. Give me that, give me that, give me that, give me that. Give me that, give me that, give me that, give me that good, good loving. Why you gonna leave when I see you?
They do their wedding, they want to snap a picture so that they will remember.
Thank you. Normally, this place is teeming with a lot of activities. I'm gonna do a 12 for you to get to see. Behind me, for 10. Let me see. That's the arch towards my left. But let me come out of shot and show you. Normally on this day of the 6th of March 1957, this place is teeming with a lot of activity. As you can see, due to COVID, not much happened today. It's empty. These are the audience's stands. There you go. And the dignitaries, the presidents, the dignitaries will all be sitting up there watching all the processions going on. And of course, there's more seating areas. And there seems to be a statue here. Let's see what this is about. And that's the arch one more time. You can see the black star right on top of it. And behind it is the stadium. There.
I don't wanna step into the light if I don't get you, shawty. You bring out the sweetness